wireless lavs that sport your digital logo, 3 new cameras from Blackmagic, several new anamorphic lenses that break all the rules.
I am normal.
Insta360's new 8K camera that has insane VFX potential.
Can you hold my shaft? Yeah.
DJI lays down the gauntlet with 4 new products and the most epic booth they've created yet. Strap down to something solid, folks. This NAB recap is going to rock your world.
Well, Aputure's got a bar. Shall we roll up to the bar? Oh, let's roll up to the small rig bar. Yo, Josh, I'm here at NAB 2024. We're at the B&H booth. We're gonna give you the top 10 things that are really blowing my mind as quickly as I can because I'm vlogging this entire episode with the Ronin 4D. So let's go. All right, so I'm here at Saramonic, and they have these new 2.4 gigahertz wireless lavs. What's so special about them is they have an LCD screen built into them.
Now, you've heard me rip on Hollyland and DJI about the obnoxious logo placement on their microphones, but Saramonic answers this with digital mic flag that you can import whatever image you want onto it through their intuitive app. So instead of trying to hide the mic, they are banking on productions like talk shows, embracing the mic, and peacocking the individual's brands, names, logos, or whatever.
You can put whatever inappropriate picture you want on there.
I love it's coming from the Mormon guy. Lives in Utah.
Regular Christian. I live in Texas.
They currently only have these kits available for iPhone and Android, and a quick showroom floor sample.
Is my breath funky? No, not at all. Very good. I had a tooth pulled out a week ago. Root canal. Giant tooth. I keep smelling necrotic tissue. It smells like death. And I don't know if it's other people or if it's me. And I think it's me.
Sounds on par with what other brands in the sub $300 wireless lav market have. Very innovative. Time will tell if it catches on.
It doesn't even look like a microphone. It looks like a pin. So I'm over here at Atlas, and they just released the 18mm 2x anamorphic lens. It's the widest Super 35 2x anamorphic lens ever made. It is heavy. It's like 6 pounds. This is Dan from Atlas. Why did you make this lens?
Taking small steps and learning every step of the way. First, we were designing a 25, then we learned a few things about.
And that's all the time we have for today.
This is a follow-up to last year's 25mm and 21mm 2x stretch Super 35 lenses, but now even wider. This is a super pro, super expensive lens, and no doubt will find a spot in Hollywood cinema.
This lens is not meant to go on this camera, but we're going to do it anyway. So we are vlogging at 2x 18mm. Who doesn't vlog on a super anamorphic lens like this? This is normal. I am normal. Where's that lens?
Shot.
But the key takeaway from this is Dan is a party animal, and I will never turn down an anamorphic dance party. We like Dan. We like Atlas.
This shit's so tired.
Come with me and then you can leave.
Dan's the man. I wish I was staying here another night.
All right, everyone get the out.
I want a free Orion. Am I driving or are you driving?
You're driving.
All right, so we're here at Zhiyun. Zhiyun? How do you say it?
Zhiyun?
Jiyun. What? What? And they have the new Smoke Ninja. This is the successor to the Smoke Genie. It's smaller, it's more compact, it's magnetic.
This is the smallest and most compact smoke machine I've ever seen, and the amount of smoke that comes out of it in a short amount of time is impressive for its size. The Smoke Ninja retails for $250, and based on a working prototype that we played with, you will be able to pair multiple together and operate with a single remote control in the future.
They both have remotes. They both are about the same size, although I think the Smoke Genie can put out a little bit more. So if you want something cheaper, faster, smarter, this is the way to go. It's now on B&H as well. All right, so we had to stop at the DJI booth because it's the 10-year anniversary for the Ronin, and they got a lot going on.
First off, they might have the coolest booth this year with multiple rooms, stages, and even a coloring suite. Last week, they rolled out the RS4 and RS4 Pro with some interesting new features and an improved 20% motor strength with clearance for bigger cameras.
Does it go all the way down? No way. No freaking way.
But the real showstopper is the Lidar Pro and its multi-configurable Fizz unit. The Lidar Pro's new 2.0 sensor nearly doubles the range points and, in theory, doubles the distance and accuracy of autofocus on manual lenses.
Check this out. This has got nearly double the range points. Now, this works on the RS3, but it also works on a handheld unit. So they have a new smart motor with a 15mm rod support, and they have a focus grip. So you can now put this on pretty much any camera you want, and you get LiDAR autofocus, and the footprint is small.
And while I'm saving my thoughts for a more thorough review later, what DJI has achieved on this one is nothing short but game-changing for getting usable autofocus with anamorphic or vintage glass. It's amazing to see it at work with bigger, more professional cameras.
All right, this camera is way too heavy. What are you guys thinking?
Speaking of heavy cameras, no NAB experience would be complete without a live demonstration from Make Art Now in full screen, flexing the potential of the Ronin 4D 8K, rigged with some very heavy anamorphic glass and my own custom counterweight system. A near tripling of the size and weight recommended, just enough to make every DJI rep uncomfortable and every DJI engineer want to shake my hand.
They're tripping out over the Ronin 4D. All right, next on the list is DZO. They have new Pavo anamorphic lenses. They added 3 more lenses to this 6-lens kit that they have. So it's now a 2x stretch Super 35 anamorphic 9-lens kit. They added a 65mm macro lens, so you don't even need close focus diopters. They also added a 135. This is 2x stretch anamorphic, and they added a 180 millimeter 2x anamorphic. I have the 6 other lenses with me. I'm working on a review for them. If they look anything like the other ones, these are gonna look fantastic.
Yeah. DZO anamorphic lenses are known for their clean, neutral color, good character, and excellent coatings. And despite them being Super 35, they have a 1.6 times expander that makes them full frame and a plethora of adapter mounts for damn near any camera. And I mean any camera.
We're out of time on this. I'm just gonna have to take these lenses with me and do a full review. All right, so there's a lot of excitement over here at Adobe. They released their Firefly plugin for Premiere.
Firefly AI will be part of Premiere and have 3 components accessible without leaving Premiere. Can generative add basically create things that are not there. Then you have generative remove, which will remove unwanted or distracting things from the frame, and generative expand, which will create new frames from the video that didn't exist previously. And the last one, generative unemployed, where AI will take your job and livelihood and give it to Adobe robots. Mind blown. This will be similar to Photoshop. There's no need to round trip footage to After Effects for rotoscoping to do all this, and best of all, the basic masking feature in Premiere is going to get a massive facelift, bringing its capabilities up to par with DaVinci Resolve and, dare I say, beyond.
I feel like this is justice for all those like me who stuck with Premiere Pro over the years. DaVinci, your move. All right, so definitely all the rage at NAB this year is Blackmagic once again. They have 3 brand new products that are just groundbreaking. The biggest one is this new 17K full frame cinema camera. This is massive. It's not even out yet. They don't know what the price is gonna be. The resolution of film varies widely. It could be 18K, 26K. So having a digital 65mm sensor that shoots 17K is trying to emulate a digital version of IMAX. So everyone's losing their mind over this camera this year.
Except for me. Blackmagic Pyxis is a rehoused 6K cinema camera, but with an aluminum body and less features. It's Blackmagic's first non-football, non-plastic camera body with no internal ND of the standard Cinema 6K and only B-RAW options for recording 4K and above. At $500 more than the 2-year-old 6K cinema camera, the only thing mind-blowing about this camera is just how much more of a premium you now have to pay for metal housing.
iPhone 15 Pro in titanium.
I vote, let's make it 8K and go back to plastic housing with its new riggable form.
It's really cool. That's really cool. I think it'll be really cool. It's really quite cool.
They have a new Ursa 12K. This is just a powerhouse camera. This is going to be 12K sensor, 16 stops to dynamic range. It's the same circular pattern as the regular 12K sensor that we've had for the last 3 years, but now it's full frame. It's got a whole slew of resolution and frame rates that you can choose from. The biggest kicker is the 3x2 full frame sensor. So this is the anamorphic camera to get because you can shoot some crazy resolution and frame rates in open gate. Wow, look at the cooling on that. Holy shnikes. So we're shooting 12K on the 72mm Atlas anamorphic lens. This is an open gate camera. This might be like the most baller camera that you can get for anamorphic shooters. I wish the lighting was a little bit better over here so you could see how good it looks, but maybe, hey, how's it going, guy? So like imagine I'm the mechanic and I'm just getting my stuff. So we're shooting at the 72mm anamorphic lens. Look at this lighting. They did such a fantastic job. All right, what's next? Let's go.
Blazar, formerly known as Greyjoy, has 2 new incredibly compact and character-rich anamorphic lenses.
You guys are just upsetting a lot of people in the industry, okay?
The Cato 50mm and 85mm are the follow-up to fan favorite Remus 1.5 stretch anamorphic lenses. They are small, they are compact, best of all, they are 2x stretch anamorphic.
August for pre-order, shipping out September. So in the off chance you don't want to have to rig it with a ton of counterweights and you want like a normal size anamorphic lens, the moment of truth, can we get this on there without weight? No go. We're gonna have to add a little bit of weight. Look at all these treasures that I bring from afar. These are 94 grams each. How many do we need? 1, 2.5. Booyah, we went too far. 2.5. We are at F2, about 6 feet out, 8K. And this is full frame, but that looks pretty good actually. These are neutral flares or these blue flares? Neutral. I mean, it's balancing it just fine. All right, we're shooting on the Blazars, the Blazar. I don't even know how you pronounce it. Blazar. And we got full 40 mode, baby. Now, one thing I'm noticing is it has a little bit of that stridation when you hit a couple of lights, but it might be from the LEDs. But I mean, dude, these are insanely light. You don't even need to put on that much counterweight. $1,000? Are you kidding me? $1,000? Jesus. 2x stretch anamorphic. Bro, this is an incredible deal. Yeah, I want to do the 85. Line me up. Let's go. More weight. Probably 3.5. Oh, 4. Yeah, that'll work. Boo, yeah.
Okay.
Boing. This is the Blazar 85mm 2x stretch anamorphic lens. Blazar. Oh my God! It magnetically stuck to you again. Holy crap, guys! This is who I watch on YouTube. This guy. This is the OG.
Which country am I from? Do you remember?
Sweden, Denmark, Switzerland,
Starts with N.
Norway.
Yeah.
Okay. This is the real deal. 2x stretch anamorphic lens, bro. $1,000 and I asked him, I was like, listen, I'm going to take this lens apart. There better not be any fishing line in here because some lens companies, they take fishing line and they smash it and fray it and they dye it blue and that's how they come up with their flares. I won't say who. I feel like this is just a little unfair because I'm like re-going to all the same players that we shot last year, but they have such new stuff that's just blowing my mind. So check this out, dude. This is wild. This is a mechanically stabilized stabilizer for the gimbal. It's a gimbal for the gimbal.
The new Hydra Alien Pro is exactly that. It's a pro version of the Hydra Alien, now with advanced electronic stabilization meant to help counteract bumps and vibrations that are problematic for traditional car mounts and gimbals. But it has a few other tricks up its sleeve.
This is electronic suction cup.
Now, typically when rigging suction mounts to cars, it can be challenging getting the cup to fit a perfect airtight seal on various bends of the car. But with the Hydra Alien Pro electronic suction mounts, not only are you notified of a slow leak, but the system will automatically vacuum air out to continuously lock down the seal. Mind blown.
You'd have to have a pretty big leak for it to fail, right?
Yeah.
Is this one going to 13 kg, which is around like 30 pounds?
30 pounds. That is wild.
But the Tilta motorized slider is a real
So this is
showstopper.
rigged up for 8 feet right now, but it can go higher. Has anyone done this? I've never seen this done before. You normally have to do a crane. Can it lift my weight?
60 pounds.
This can lift 60 pounds. So is that including the gimbal?
This is a gimbal camera.
So this is the big boy. And when you have the big boy, you got the whole car set up. My God. Wow. Do you have a price on this?
This one we already shipping. It's like the whole system is like 10 grand.
That's it?
Yeah.
And you just need to buy your own tubes or it comes with the tubes?
Come with everything.
10 grand, comes with the tubes, the whole system. Are you kidding me? Have you taken this yet on a Tesla 160 miles an hour yet?
We have
Did I do a follow-up video?
Yeah, we have to try.
Follow-up video to Mexico? So last year I got in the car. This year, they got a bike. Hey!
The only thing missing from this anamorphic bike setup is a camera operator. How about everyone's favorite anamorphic cowboy?
All right, so now we're at Insta360, and they are about to release their X4, which is basically an 8K 360 camera.
This has been my go-to 360 camera for like BTS and stuff, but now the resolution is so high that you can use this as an A camera. In fact, I have for a couple of projects. Sasha, help. Can you hold my shaft?
Yeah.
But the real thing that blew my mind wasn't the 4K 100 frames per second, which is much better than I was expecting, or the app's tracking feature.
Is that mental? That is insane.
But it was a backdoor use case that my VFX friend Greg Joblove worked with me on.
They're about to have me talk right now on it.
Using a program called Synthize to pull an impossible track from some shaky, shallow depth of field footage. Footage that industry pros all agree is a labor-intensive track typically done overseas and costing a lot of money. Now this looks confusing and worthy of a 40-minute presentation, but I break it down easily in my full review and explain why the Insta360 8K is so much more than an action camera. It might be the new go-to camera for all VFX productions moving forward. Honorable mentions. Core has some new stackable batteries that magnetically stick and daisy chain and charge, ensuring an endless stream of the juice and easy storage. Cord Bag. Connor made me come here because he wanted some free shit.
I've been in love with this brand.
But then I noticed their ADHD level of detail with the cases and organization and penchant for Velcro labeling and 90s nostalgia. Then I ran into another YouTuber who validated Connor, and now I want to steal their Swedish mountaineering cable wall for my YouTube studio.
Making organization fun. Connor, fine.
We love Cord Bag.
That's enough from you.
Laowa's Nano Zooms. 1.5 stretch Super 35 anamorphic zoom lenses at this size and price point is, well, unheard of. I will feature them soon in my rundown of the Lidar Pro and Fizz unit, as they are the perfect pair with the DJI Focus, Iris, and Zoom motors. I stopped by Nanlite because they are who I use in my studio with their signature 8-foot Pavo tubes, and I was genuinely impressed when they flexed their 4-light 9600 watt bat
That's
signal.
50%. Kick it up to 100. I think we shorted it out. Great product, man.
Let's get the power back
Aputure
on.
has Infinimat, a massive 20x20 inflatable RGB WW panel that is as light as air, can come as small as 1x1 or 2x2, and scale up to what a big production would use. They also had the smaller, powerful Infinibar, but Connor and myself didn't make it past the promotional bar.
What a great idea. Bar in the Aputure booth.
Sirui.
Right.
We can put that one to bed. It's Sirui.
Came here because of the new tiny low-light Nightwalker lenses, but they are not full frame, they are Super 35.
Super 35.
Maybe next year, Sirui. Maybe next year. But the big takeaway was all the creator gear. Companies like Condor Blue and Small Rig taking chances on new products with some of your favorite YouTubers. I was genuinely impressed with my pal Potato Jet's ingenious single-handed clutch tripod, a tripod engineered for someone with reckless abandon and zero time like myself. And as for me, well, I have my own things in the pipeline.
That's 250 millimeters. Smooth.
You are genius.
All right, guys, that's it for the recap video. This is Josh O saying thank you very much. Stay creative and shop at B&H for any of these products. You can find them all links down below. Support my channel. Connor and I got to get out of here. This camera's killing my arm. I'll see you guys on the next one. Oh my God, we got to go. Oh no. Thank you.
So we gotta hit the road and Connor has to start editing.